Tonight on the season finale of Indiana Survivor Season 5. We are down to our final 5. Jacob, Roshan, Olivia, Suki, and Sydney. For the last 45 days, they've been forced to compete in challenges and vote one another out. They've all taken completely different paths and will have another tough journey ahead of them tonight with the season finale.
You know we gotta come at each other now.
At the same time, that's the game. Like, you can't get mad at me for playing it.
Who will be crowned the sole survivor of Season 5? Find out tonight on the finale of Survivor.
First challenge will take us back to the very first time where we played with the beanbag bucket throwing challenge. The 4 of you will make it through the first round. So we are fighting for final 5 immunity. The last one who's not able to make it into their cup will not have a chance to get that immunity. On your marks, get set, go!
We should get some music for this. That does count.
I'm gonna burn out before the next competition.
Okay, that was supposed to be cool.
Sabotage our competitors?
Fade away. Oh.
50 seconds remaining. 2 spots left. Roshan gets that 3rd spot in. It is officially Suki.
Just Suki. Boom!
Catch your breath while we move on to the next mini game. On your marks, get set, go! Jacob, come get your 1-minute penalty.
I don't like this puzzle. And after I did it the first time, I looked up the strategy and how to do it, and I'm doing it, and it's not working. So I'm a little bit lost right now.
How do you feel about your penalty?
You live and you learn.
No.
That final spot. Who will go against Roshan? Oh! I got it! Jacob completes the puzzle. Oh. Sydney and Olivia are officially not.
I think I voted Olivia.
I think it actually
voted
was.
you, yeah.
I think
Because I
it was
told him I
Donovan.
was gonna vote
But
you,
now,
so
this is
I
how I feel. I feel like you guys didn't tell me about the Donovan, so now it's like...
Here, look at it from this perspective. Like, you and Roshan have been in cahoots and, like, doing little shady stuff behind the scenes all the time.
I know, that...
Whether or not actually happens or not, the possibilities on the table.
I feel you. But now, why wouldn't I just say that they didn't trust me, so now I just give my idol to Roshan if I win, and then one of you 3 has to go.
Well, our whole thinking was that we weren't necessarily betraying you because we were never going to put your name in there.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to get us to
It was
put
just
your
whether or
name
not
in
he
there.
wanted
So
us
it
to.
didn't.
Roshan.
Yeah.
You told me you did. Well, yeah, I did. Okay, that was like,
But we
I
didn't.
was trying to get them to vote you because
Our thought was, okay, we trust Jacob, but there is a chance that he talks with Roshan today and they come up with the plan that, oh, let's just play both of my idols, one on me, one on you, so that way one of them's going home no matter what. So we were like, why don't we just vote on him? Just to be safe.
I got you. I don't know.
Just to see the truth of the situation from our perspective.
I
you
feel
know.
no. I see where you guys are coming from. I'm not like, hey, tell me why you did that. You know what I mean? I was just like, you know, it's a game. So it's
That's
like,
okay. Yeah. I agree.
I mean, if you want to take Roshan with you into the final four and maybe into the final three, you got to think about the jury too. Like, most of the jury is playing for you guys, so I think he's going to take all your votes there, but it's what we thought you were thinking from the get-go, really. But
It is what I'm thinking, but now it's like, you guys could say like, oh, we ruined Jacob's. We went behind Jacob's back. He had 100% voting accuracy, and then
we
we
didn't even know
Who
that.
cares about that?
Didn't you say
bro?
somebody
Yo, I've
voted
gone to
you
so
in the
many
first?
tribals and I had
Yeah.
100% accuracy. I was like, oh my god, I'm
Wait,
gonna go to all
you
the
said that
tribals and vote
somebody
right every
voted you
time, and now I
first.
can't do it. Huh?
In the first vote, didn't you say like somebody voted you?
No, voting accuracy meaning like I
he
voted the
voted
person that
correct
went home.
person every time.
Oh.
Until this time, guys, it's at the final five. I was so close. It's okay though.
Dude, you ruined my voting accuracy last time.
I
Yeah.
know, but it's okay when I do it. It's not okay when you guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Jacob is like 2-0 against me. If like Jacob voted with me, I would be on you. So like, I feel like all of us basically would have been 100% if Jacob like
Hadn't gone behind our backs every time.
hadn't flipped.
Yeah, you're crazy saying that, bro.
Because like, what if
Oh, I know, but at the same time,
Well,
that's
what
the
if we
game. Like, you
believe-
can't
what
get
if
mad at
we
me for
believe
playing it.
to vote you?
I mean,
I told
Yeah.
Roshan
But
to
what
tell
if
you
we
guys
actually
to
do
vote
it?
me.
So then we actually did it. So you
But
betrayed
he
us
plays
again.
idol.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you're
why
just
would
mad
you
that
do
You guys
we
didn't
went
vote me.
outside your plan.
You guys didn't vote. Exactly, that's the whole game.
No, but I'm asking. I'm just reasoning with you.
No, I feel you. It feels like you're kind of attacking me a little bit, but no, it's okay. I'm saying this. I was just.
I just feel like you're pushing. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's
Finish.
okay. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. We can go into the final five immunity like this. That's okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just wording our perspective.
I got you. I feel you. It's getting hot. Okay, we are. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, no, I'm not happy right now. I'm upset because I just left the tribal council, and for the first time, I didn't know who the vote was gonna be, and I've been so confident.
Last tribal, it didn't go how I planned it to go, but it worked out for me like very well. Donovan went to the jury, and Donovan, even though he was my ally, him being on the jury is more valuable to me at this point in the game.
The pact I made with Jacob to stick with him to get to Final 3 or Final 2 is what is my current game plan. I think that this is the move that I can use for my resume. Even if I do this, I want it to be really secretive. If it becomes anywhere apparent that I have betrayed the girls, I will lose their votes. I will lose Harthik's vote.
We were like, we tried to do a play where Suki was, this is so dumb, we thought it might work, but we act like we're breaking away from Suki, and like she tries to get the idol from Jacob, and that's like the only way it could save me.
him up. She didn't do any of the plan,
She
went behind our backs.
Yeah.
Low key.
Sydney is the biggest threat remaining in this game. She survived a lot of tribal councils with her name thrown out there. So I think she definitely needs to go. I mean, I've talked to Jacob about that. So me, him, and Suki should be on board.
What can I do to like save myself, bro? But then I was like, okay, I just need to make a final appeal to Jacob. I called him today. I just made Roshan seem like Roshan's the #1 guy.
So I go to Sydney and I say, Sydney, Roshan wants to vote you out and potentially get Suki with us to vote you out. And I said, but I think we need strong people because Roshan's a big threat and we need Roshan out. They should get me out, but they're not going. Hopefully not. Oh my god, I could go out 5th, but we'll see.
And he was like, low-key, was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, oh my gosh, like, we're so back, like. And so we chatted, and then he was like, he low-key pitched me you. Or not, or it was like, he was like, which one do you want? I was like, well, not Olivia, like.
She thought about getting Olivia out for a second, but then she was like, no, like, let's pull in Olivia. I was lucky telling her to pull in Olivia because I think it's safer for us.
Then I called Olivia, dropped the tea on the situation. She was down. And then we like called Jacob, and then it was all good. We were locked in. We were actually having a good chat, I thought. Like, and then
Yeah, we were.
and then he called Suki because he has a plan. Like,
So we were talking, we were all chilling, it was all okay. And then Suki called me while we were on FaceTime. I was like, I'll let you know what she says. Suki's like, by the way, all the girls are gonna vote you. We're all voting you. I almost shit my pants.
Oh my gosh! We almost lost Jacob. He's making the freak out face. You know that face he makes when he gets triggered. Like, he looks like a hurt puppy. Yeah, he was frozen. He looks like a puppy that's like, why'd you just take away my bone?
Yeah, right. Suki went and told him. She didn't even go with the plan of buttering him up and getting his immunity.
I am so grateful to have individual immunity right now because I know that if I didn't, it would probably be me going home tonight. Jacob's playing his idol this tribal council, so we can't vote him out.
There's a thought that we had that maybe his second idol was fake. Because why would you go and tell everybody that you had 2 idols? Like, I feel like he's a very tricky player. Like, why wouldn't he just tell everybody he had 1? He knows everybody wants to vote him out. Play that second one, like, as a surprise and get someone out that way.
They're all, like, pretty convinced I have the idol. So I don't see any scenario where this goes wrong.
So either, like, we're really dumb and we just miss that opportunity to do this, or...
But we would look extra dumb. We did.
Yeah.
Still voted him.
Donovan, Alex, and Samantha are people who I feel like I could get their votes at a final 3. At this point, it's either between me or Jacob who wins this game. I genuinely believe that. And I do think especially with a jury of 3 flamingos who I'm confident I can sway to vote for me, I think I have a legitimate shot at beating Jacob as long as I can show that my game had a lot of strategy, which it did. The thing is, if Jacob is sent to fire and he wins, that's one more thing added to his resume. And if I win, it's tempting to just bring him with me so that he doesn't have that opportunity, but then I'm bringing him to final 3, and he's a guy with a good resume already, so it's a very difficult position.
Karthik, Olivia, and Sydney do not want to see Jacob win, so they will not be voting for him if they don't make it to the finale. And said if it can be me, Roshan, and Jacob at the finale, I would win. If I get eliminated and I go to the jury, I also don't want to see Jacob win. I don't want to see Roshan win. I want to see one of my girls win.
I'd rather have him in final 3 than Roshan, I think, too. So no matter what.
Wait, do we want to take him to the end? If we have to.
If it's between him and Roshan, who do we think we want?
If I was on the jury, I'd vote for Jacob over Roshan.
Okay.
But I don't know how Roshan's gonna explain himself, you know? Because he could pop off with something like insane. And then if it's Jacob to the end, I don't know. Because
if it's Jacob to the end, he's gonna pull something out. He's gonna speak
good, I think.
He is. He's charismatic, unfortunately.
If I make it to the end, I know I'm gonna win because all the jury keeps telling me how great I'm doing. So there's literally no question. If I make it to the end, I win. But can I make it to the end? That is the question. Find out tonight on the finale of Survivor Season 5.
Roshan, congratulations. You officially have 1 in 4 shot of winning this game.
Jacob apparently has an idol, so one of these very close 3 will have to go.
Do you think that your other castmates are blinded by tunnel vision or loyalties or anything in between that is preventing them from making the best game decisions?
People are playing a very loyal game. These 3 have voted together. I think every single tribal. I've also been a loyal person. I've not lied to people about like who I'm going to vote for. I've been very straight up about that. That is a strength of my game.
Jacob.
That's also a strength of mine.
You are sitting beside 3 other women who have stuck together. Does this scare you?
It doesn't scare me, no.
And why's that?
Because I got 5.
Okay.
It's like
As production,
as he's speaking, he's like,
as production, I cannot confirm or deny whether an idol is real until it is played. However, Jacob, you are the only one who has played advantages in this game other than Donovan. Does it worry you that jury might not be in favor of your game, considering that the consensus is that you're the only one using advantages?
I definitely think more so that the jury might be a little bit bitter towards me because obviously I had a large part in at least the first 3, you know, their demise. But at the end of the day, you know, that's the game I came in to play, and that's the game I have to stick to. You know, you got to stick with what got you to the dance, or whatever the saying is. There's a lot of smoke right now.
Olivia, to win this game, you have to outplay, outwit, outlast. And considering the fact that you have played with these other 4 castaways for over a month now, do you feel as if you know where their game is at?
At some point or another, we've all talked to each other, tried to work with each other. I mean, it's been over a month of constantly communicating with each other, and I feel like because it's so mixed, you can kind of hear from other people what other people are saying and what those people are saying about other people, and you kind of get an idea of the pattern of what people do. So,
Sydney, Roshan is safe and you can't vote for yourself, so realistically you could only vote Jacob, Suki, or Olivia. Without having all these other people at merge now, it's kind of easy to see where your vote will lie, but is it as easy as it seems with only 3 options?
For me in this moment, like, I'm, like, just to be frank, I think we all kind of know, like, it's me. Like, the past couple votes, I've gone the most tea out of all of these girls here. And I'm unprotected tonight, and then both the boys are safe. And no, like, I don't hold anything against anyone that votes me.
Suki, you are sitting beside 3 original Zulu members, and you are the only other original Flaming Flamingo who is not immune tonight. Are they all acting, putting something above your face so you don't know what's going on?
I honestly think that with the people left, the original tribes are, like, they feel so distant at this point. And I trust the people who I'm in an alliance with, regardless of where we started.
Give you guys one last chance to say anything, get anything off your chest before we get to voting. Going once, going twice, 3 times, that's it. Sydney, you're up.
It won't mean anything, but symbolic.
Suki, sorry, I like you a lot. I've tried really hard to lie and lie and lie and just lie my butt off to Olivia and Sydney all week. I think it's gonna work. I hope it's gonna work. But if not, and I go out 5th, I'm gonna give my best Russell Hantz impression when Hyro asked for the idol.
Before I read the votes, for the last time this season, I will ask, does anyone have a hidden immunity idol that they would like to play? Going once, going twice.
You know, Hyro, I'll just keep it at
3 times, that's it. First vote. Jacob. Suki. That's 1 vote Jacob, 1 vote Suki. 3rd vote. Sydney. That's 1 vote Jacob, 1 vote Suki, 1 vote Sydney. 4th vote. Suki. That's 2 votes Suki, 1 vote Jacob, 1 vote Sydney, 1 vote left. The 10th person voted out, and 5th member of our jury, Suki. That's 3 votes, that's enough. Grab your torch and head out. No, I was going for that. That was probably like the 3rd time. I was like, you guys kind of agree. Girl, I have to stop your torch. Alright, Suki, the tribe has spoken. That way. Congratulations, Final 4. Get ready for your next challenge. Alright, Final 4. This is your last challenge. There are 5 stations. Make sure you look at the station number. Each paper will have its station number. You can only bring back 1 answer at a time, and once you bring back 5, I will let you know in secret how many are correct out of the 5. On your marks, get set, go!
Dude. Start of merge.
Roshan.
You're this one.
Roshan's. Okay.
Which one's you? Yeah.
That's a.
Is that a nickel? Sydney back with her first.
Thank you, Jeff.
Oh my gosh. Process of elimination.
Where is she? Coming back with the second one.
Olivia back with her first.
Gosh, one of those questions is hard for me. Any imitation drum before this? And it's coming up.
Oh,
It's not a good thing to have coming up.
Jacob coming with his bit.
If I get this, I will kiss the floor.
I mean, you have 4 out of 5 correct.
Check.
2 out of 5 correct.
This one's wrong. What else is wrong?
Penny, nickel, dime, penny, dime. You have 4 out of 5. That is 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Penny, penny. You have won! Congratulations, Jacob! Have won individual immunity!
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh my god. I actually know what this means, huh?
Final 4. Get ready for tribal. We will be doing a regular tribal. Someone will be voted out. Yeah. You guys have 5 minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I want to talk her. I personally feel, I love all 3 of you. Like, this is, like, this is just so hard. The way I feel, and I know, I'm so sorry, and that's how I feel. Unless you guys would rather turn on each other or something, but I think we all know that you're a really big threat.
Lydia,
Coming on the jury.
I know. But hey, we all just worked really hard on it. It's a cold rain.
If anybody wants to do like a conversation on the side, I think I'm ready to go.
You know all their situations. I don't know if I have anything else to say.
Ghost Story, The Midnight Bell, written by ChatGPT. It was almost midnight when Eli, Sam, and Renee decided to sneak into the old Holloway Hall, an abandoned lecture building rumored to be haunted. Inside, the air smelled like dust and rain. Their flashlights flickered against cracked blackboards and toppled desks. In one classroom, they found a faded attendance sheet from 1972. Every name crossed out except one, C. Holloway. At 12:02, a chill swept through the hallway. The heavy bell above began to hum softly, like it was waking up. Sam whispered, "Do you hear that?" But the others were frozen. The clock struck 12:03. The bell rang once, then silence. Renee turned to Eli, but he was gone. Panic hit. Sam shouted his name. But every night, since students claim they still hear one single bell ring at 12:03. Roshan, you just heard that you will be voted out.
Yeah, I'm proud to have made it this far. It was a fun time, you know. I appreciate all 3 of you. I won't hold it against you. I would have liked to at least had a chance to make fire, but as Brad would have said, it's the way the cookie crumbles.
You will be the next member of our jury. You have one last time to give wisdom to your fellow castmates on what they should do for their game. Would you like to take that opportunity?
I would say right now, if I had to give my vote to someone right now, it would be to Jacob. I feel like he has the most impressive resume. Sydney, Olivia, if you guys can prove to me
Jacob, how do you feel with Roshan saying that as of right now, he will give his jury vote to you?
It feels good, but you know, Roshan is just like an awesome person. Like, to be honest, like I'm actually really sad right now. Like Roshan, like I just feel bad because he's so great, and I lied to him probably more than anyone in the game, and I didn't want that to like happen, and it feels bad to end now. I appreciate him giving me his vote. I'm not sure if the rest of the jury shares the same sentiment, but I'm really just sorry. I'm so sorry.
Olivia, do you truly believe that Roshan is a jury threat at this moment?
I think Roshan is the biggest jury threat, honestly. I think while Jacob played a good game, I feel like he was the cause of most of those people getting out. Roshan has played a pretty fair game, a pretty true game to himself, pretty similar to Sydney and Mai's game, except pretty individually and the only flamingo left. So I think he's got a lot going for him.
Sydney, do you think that everything that Roshan said holds weight to you in your game?
I agree with what he said. I think, you know, looking objectively at me and Olivia, we played, you know, we're day ones from day one, so I can understand if it's hard to see individual game in that. But I take that as good advice, and I appreciate that you're being willing to be swayed, but I totally respect your claim of Jacob because it has been a hell of a game so far.
Roshan, it has been an honor for you to be a part of this journey with us. Tribe has spoken. Well, not really. Let's get to voting. Olivia? I was in the moment. All right. Have a vote one last time. First vote. Sydney.
Your favorite thing.
Second vote. Roshan. Third vote. Roshan. 11th person voted out. 6th member of our jury, Roshan. Right here.
Welcome to the club.
Good game. Play good.
Right. Love all three of you. Love you too, bro. I still drive me home and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
You're like expecting to go jump in the lake.
Let's take the quiz. For final individual community challenge, you will be taking a quiz on the ghost story.
Oh no! I wasn't paying attention.
What time was the ghostly bell set to ring?
Thanks, Olivia. It's multiple choice. Let's wait.
A, 11:59 p.m. B, 12 a.m. C, 12:03 a.m. D, 1:03 a.m.
Could be anything if you think about it.
I think it might be.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reveal. Jacob and Olivia get a point. What was the name of the abandoned building? A, Wells Hall. B, Holloway Hall. C, Dunn Hall. D, Franklin Tower. 3, 2, 1. Everyone gets a point. Next question. How many friends explored the building? 1. Everyone gets a point. Which friend disappeared first? Jacob gets a point. What year was on the old attendance sheet? 1. Olivia with a point. What was unusual about the attendance sheet? 1. Everyone gets a point. What name wasn't crossed out? 1. Jacob with a point. 4.
653, Jacob.
What did their flashlights do inside the hall? Everyone gets a point. How many times did the bell ring? No one gets to score. What message was scratched into the bell? Jacob and Sydney get a point.
865, Jacob.
Who found the message on the bell? 1. Olivia gets the point. What did Eli say he saw behind the bell? No one gets it right. 3 questions left. What was the tall figure holding? No one gets the point. What happened to Holloway Hall the next morning? A, it was demolished. B, it was sealed again. C, it caught fire. D, it reopened. Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacob scores a point.
Oh, let's just run it. 975.
There's no reason to go any further.
Oh,
Congratulations, Jacob. You have won the final immunity of the season. Within 5 minutes, you will cast the sole vote to vote out the last member of our jury.
Did you guess on the last one or did you know?
I guessed. I guessed on every single one except the first question.
Me too.
And what did I get? I got like
Jacob win.
I would have locked in if I
Okay. Would you guys like to talk in the group, or would you want to, if anyone wants to talk to me individually, whatever is like best for you guys? I know this is like horrible. Do you want me to just cast it? I don't know who I'm going to vote for, really.
I don't even know what to say.
I was just staring at the fire.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't
Who
know.
do you think is a stronger opponent?
I genuinely don't know. And I know, I told you earlier, like I told Sydney, right, when I initially called her, I was like, Sydney, I really think it's a final 2. If it's final 2, I think it's good for us to go together, but now that it's actually here, I don't know. I genuinely
I don't blame you for anything.
Who, if you could go through the list, who do you think would be most likely to vote for her?
For her or for both
if
of
you
you?
take yourself out of it and go down the list.
Oh, that's a good game. Samantha, I feel like we vote for you.
Why?
Because, well, no, I don't know. I don't really want to go down the line with this. This is going to take too long. Honestly, I think I know who I should vote out. Would y'all like to know, or would you like me to cast it? Can I tell them before?
Let's be dramatic. No,
Let's be dramatic. Let's be dramatic. Even though I'm gonna cry.
We do a proposal for him.
Yeah. Go team.
I love you guys. We did it. We made it to the final 3, and they'll never take that away. Just been us 3.
It's all blue.
It should have been us 3, all blue.
Hey, you see that? Wave the flag.
It was
Watch the
always
flag.
gonna be blue.
But we did good. We did so good.
I don't freaking know anymore. We don't have much time left to live together. We're going down.
So who's going
What's that one song? I'm going down. Up. Girl, I don't know.
Oh, he's back. Oh. We were thinking of a song.
The 12th person voted out a survivor at Indiana season 5, and the last member of our jury, Olivia. Grab your torch.
It was nice playing with you guys, though.
Olivia, grab your torch.
What am I supposed to do? Let him snuff it. Let him snuff it.
Olivia, the tribe has spoken.
Wait, that's so delicate.
I literally have no hard feelings at all. That was like a lot of fun. And low-key, like one of my strengths is memory, so I should have just locked in and not like totally zoned out. I'm just happy that Sydney's there. Like, she's got my vote, and I know she's got Karthik's vote and Suki's vote, and I will pander hard for her. Do I have any regrets? I regret trusting Jacob. I think I played true to myself, and there was no $1 million prize
Oh, that you know of.
that I know of.
Congratulations, Jacob and Sydney. You have made it to the final stage of the game where you will present your case to the jury. It was a big accomplishment.
Oh my god, so we're the first final 2 of Survivor Indiana? Oh
Yeah.
wow, we did that. We're at the final 2. It doesn't matter, like, we made it as far as you could go. Jeez, you know we gotta come at each other.
Hey,
Oh, guys, look at that.
Josh.
You've played this game over a month. Now you will be casting your sole vote for the winner. Today we have Sydney and Jacob sitting in the final 2. Final 2, come on in! Both members starting on the Zubalu tribe now sit together at final 2. Before we get started, one of these 2 castaways will be sitting in the winner's circle beside Xander, myself, Corbin, and Sophie. Everyone's game is different here. Each winner has their own story. today, you will all tell your story. Jacob, as the winner of the last immunity challenge, you get to decide who does their opening statement first. The person who does their opening statement first will do the closing statement last.
Okay, I'll do my opening statement first. Okay. So, guys, Yuri minus Donovan, obviously. I just want to say, first of all, it was great to meet all of you and play with all of you. Game aside, I had a great time getting to know all of you, and I can't wait for after this game when we can just talk without having to worry about is this person lying me behind my back and all that crazy stuff. I know I played a game with a lot of lying, a lot of strategic moves, and I want to own all of that tonight. I want to answer any questions that you guys may have. I lied throughout the game. Now is the time for no more lies. I want to give you guys all the information I had. I feel like I had a hard path having to go to 11 out of 12 tribal councils. I did the best I could with the hand I was dealt, and I'm excited to be able to share that with you guys tonight. Or I mean today.
What's up?
Sydney?
Hi guys. Like first I just want to say like how much it means to me to be able to sit here with you guys. Especially like in my family and culture. Like it was really important to us to get water to those who before us. And then to be like each of you guys played such an important role in our games, and just to sit here with you guys, it means a lot as like a person and as a player. Just like a big fan of this game. But tonight I want to answer any questions and just be truthful. I know a lot of you may be thinking, throughout this game I rode with a pretty strong alliance throughout the entire play, and I understand my parts very individual moves were made and how I navigated that. But I really want to just share my perspective inside of the story. I came part of this game when I did this. What I wanted to do was control and influence behind the scenes and really push myself and set myself up to get to the end. I really want to just kind of uncover, the magic cloak on some of the things I went down behind the scenes, moves that I made that really influenced to get here. But yeah, any questions you have, I'm willing to answer. I'm here to own my game, share.
Samantha, as the first member of jury, you will step up to both the final two and ask them a question.
Pretty much guessed it in like the most respectful way possible, and I know flying under the radar is a strategy. You're sitting next to Jacob, who had a very hard path. He was on the chopping block a ton of times, and I can say that being in his tribe. And so in the nicest way possible, giving you a chance to basically argue to me why I should vote for you and what you did.
Yeah, that's fair. Thank you. I think one of the biggest differences in our gameplays is I really set myself up from the beginning to put myself in a position of power where I don't really have to worry about these things as much as Jacob did. I set myself up with two different alliances. I had the Black Widow Brigade, Olivia, and Breeder, and then, sorry. Just really working on those things, like you said. My pre-merge strategy, insulating my forces with moves and influences to use that and push myself along.
Now, Jacob, so she brought up a great point. You were very worried about perception in the whole game, and she said that many people hated her while you got actually cursed out, and a lot of people were angry with you, so I would argue you were hated more. I respect the way you played. I think it was very brutal, very strong. Even though you voted me out, like, you gotta realize it's just a game. So this is a chance for you to explain to the jury, like, why should we not be upset about that? Like, Sydney did maintain her relationships.
Yeah, so thank you for that question. So basically, like you said, I early on in the game, I was facing many disadvantages, in terms of people liking me. I had Alvin texting people while he was out of the game, texting people, get Jacob out, we gotta get Jacob out, Jacob's a snake. And we were joking about it at the first Merge Tribal Council when everyone's voting. We're like, oh, by the way, Jacob, Alvin said that you need to go next and that you're the biggest liar here. So, I was very aware of my perception of being a liar and, somebody that's willing to make big moves off the bat. Now I'm a huge Survivor fan. I've been watching Survivor since I was 10 years old. So I knew that I had to play bold and I had to play aggressive. At the final 5, I was the one that reached out to Sydney and said, hey, listen, the vote's gonna be you unless you want to make a move with me, and that move would have to be either getting out Olivia or Suki. And actually in that time she was originally, I felt like, leaning towards voting out Olivia, but I felt like voting out Suki would be more easy for us because it would be easier to pull in Olivia than Suki at that point. So a lot of the things I did, right, lying about things like that, I knew it was a lie, but none of it came out of a place of maliciousness at all. It all came out of a place of being a huge super fan of the show and just wanting to give it 100% of my all. So even if I went out, say I went out first, I would have said, hey, you know, by the time the first tribal council, I had an idol, and I've talked to so many people. I wanted to know that at any time, if I got out of this game, I could hang my head high and say, hey, I played as hard as I could, and I played my kind of game.
Can I speak on that, actually? Am I allowed?
No.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Thank you both.
Karthik.
Alright, I'll ask Jacob first. So, I mean, obviously you said you had a really, like, hard, long road getting here. You probably had the toughest game. But I just think that you had the most control in, like, the post-merge. I'm just pretty sure you had the most control through that entire game. So I'm just, like, wondering, do you think that you got it by skill, or how did you manage that?
Yeah, so the post-merge was really tricky for me, and it was something that I was thinking about even before the merge. I was thinking, listen, going in, because of things I heard, I know there's 4 on that side with the Blues plus Suki, and then Donovan and Alex. So going into that merge, knowing that there was going to be 3 people from my tribe, I knew it was going to be a 5-4 split either way, and I needed to do everything I could before the Brad vote to get as close to the Flamingos as possible. If I want to be in this, there's a 4-4 split, I want to position myself in the middle, and then throughout the merge, I kept positioning myself in that way. After that vote, Donovan had told us that he had an extra vote. I said, this is perfect, this is a wonderful chance to get Karthik out of the game. And actually, I want to show you guys, the reason I was so adamant on getting you out, Karthik, was because since week 1, I've been making relationship trackers of basically like all the, can I bring it over and show them real quick? Okay, so this is, if you guys want to pass this around, it goes through the weeks, and Karthik, you'll see there's one week where you're literally just connected to everyone. Even if it was just, the first week I saw Alex, Samantha, and Brad just walking to their cars, so I wrote it in my phone. I was like, this is a relationship. I wanted to make sure that I had as much information as possible to give myself the best chance, and that's how I was able to always position myself in the middle in that way.
I saw you like shaking your head while he was talking about that thing before, so, I mean, yeah, just like say what it is.
Speak on that, yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. Like, for pulling out receipts, like, I literally got receipts for, I texted you first saying, hey, can we call? I know it's been kind of crazy, because I know we got a little, like, spat a little bit in the last round, but, like, because genuinely in this moment, looking at the game, of my whole strategy, I'm going to get out threats before they get to me. Jacob was an interesting case of, yes, he was a threat to me in my game, but also clearly shown from the last votes, I can persuade Jacob, I can work with Jacob, I can kind of twist and bring and show what I want and bring it to his line like that. So obviously I reached out to Jacob, and I'll show you all the receipts if you want to talk like that.
We gotta talk about the call too then, though. We do have to talk.
Yeah, I'll speak on that in a second. The situation of the Suki and Olivia, looking at objectively, I played in Jacob's handle though. He was like, you know, you and Olivia played a really similar game, da 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 da, and I was like, yeah, you're right, I don't know, let me go think about it for a second. Is that okay? And what the heck? Because looking at it objectively, like, we had built this alliance and family with Suki in, but my true north and my strength alliance was with my 3, or the big 3 is what we call it, but putting myself in position, feeding myself to Jacob that I'm more hidden, which I don't know if it's the truth, but I just need him to believe that it is, which may have worked because I'm still here today.
Alright, I'll go with Suki first. My question is, what's basically in your head if you had to give to yourself like your one best moment, best strategic thing you did, the one defining moment for your season?
I honestly go back to the April. It's all about my game was setting myself up and positioning myself where I was just like streamline the game down. And like in that vote, really identifying, because once again, Survivor's a number game. Your alliance was a threat to my alliance and keeping us locked in. It was your guys' alliance. So instilling it and pushing these moments in, like in my alliance, like, hey, we gotta get him out. These people are coming for us. And getting out, the Avery vote was honestly the start of that, so I could pinpoint that as something in every game.
Got it. And then Jacob, why should I vote for you when you snaked me out?
Yes, I did snake you out, and Donovan not being here was kind of rough because he was the one person that I didn't know was going home. So it was kind of that was the one person I didn't snake. But I know I snaked all of you guys, including you, Alex. And the reason I did snake you guys out was at the end of the day, I thought all 6 of you could beat me if you were sitting next to me. I wasn't coming into this game with the same, just natural charm some of you guys have. I wasn't coming in with the same. I can't do a puzzle that fast. I can't do, I'm not the most physical person, but I know that if I could put it all together and beat people in timing and try to see, who are these big threats that are going to come after me at one point. It's in the early game, Alvin and Meduna, who were my closest allies at the time, I realized that they had played Instagram Survivor, that every time a production member follows me on Instagram, they already follow Meduna. I was like, what is going on here? So I was like, these two they know the game and they're gonna know my game. So anybody that I thought would know my game or that could play the game better than me, I had to take out. All right.
At the final 5 of Snake, you took a lot of rank and that was part of your team. But had there been a chance to get taken about it, how do you feel about you brought up that I would like to pick, and I'm not sure if it was or not. I guess that was my other question.
At that moment, like with guys genuinely, we had this, we all had those long conversations afterwards. I knew this was my perspective looking at myself looking at I want to play, I want to win. Like never once in the game that I thought I couldn't do it. No matter how hard it's going to be, the odds are against me. If I really worked hard, I could do it. And that's why I wanted the chance to fight to him. And the U-boat was really hard because it came down to it. I really wanted to play, and I did want to trade Olivia. I really wanted to do that. And if there was a chance to get Jacob out, and honestly that made me kind of mad, but also just example of them persuasion. Because after, when we were all sitting on the fire, and I was just genuinely asking Jacob about his idol, like, oh, do you get to keep it? Like, take it? Like, why don't let you keep it? That sucks. And then he doesn't play his idol. Jacob said, yo, it's because you were telling me about it that I couldn't play it. It was that easy this whole time. Like, if I had known that, there's no way I wouldn't have reached out. And I'm honestly sorry for that because we rode this game hard together because you were in this family, I feel, and it did hurt.
I guess, as someone who I think values a bit of integrity in this field, do you think that, I guess just kind of your argument as to why I think I have said from the beginning, and in my confessional, even as I've talked that I would be happy seeing everyone win. I'm not the most competitive person. I don't really know anything about Survivor. How do you think that, how can you convince someone like me to vote for you over my very simple-minded, I like you because we work together.
And I completely understand what you're saying. I guess my pitch would be, although I was playing very outwardly manipulative, and that was kind of my goal to just be in people's face, I feel like Sydney ended up proving that she didn't play the loyal game to you. At the final 5, like I said, I called her and she's like, Jacob, I'm scared. I feel like my time's done in this game. I told her, I don't think your time's done in this game. I think we can make a move. Obviously, everybody was worried about my idol at the time, and what I wanted to do was create enough confusion to make people not even worry about it being fake. It was completely fake. I've had this thing since day one. This is not a real idol. If she would have, what I was scared of that whole week is because I knew how strong you 3 were. I was like, they might just vote me because they don't want to vote each other, but it was my mission during that week to do whatever I could to make it, to cause chaos, to make sure that people wouldn't do that. So I understand if the lying and the manipulating and all that stuff, if that seems distasteful from a perspective of not a huge Survivor fan, but my only thing is more so than looking at the lying and that stuff, look at the drive and just the ferocity I was playing with in terms of wanting to win and wanting to do well in this game, and that would be my mission.
Just one little follow-up question for yes or no. In the time that you had reached out to me about potentially voting for Sydney, were you also in contact with Sydney?
Yeah, we were on a FaceTime call. I was on a FaceTime call with Sydney and Olivia, and then you had called me, and I told them, I'm going to call Cynthia now. And then you called me, and you say, the 3 girls, hey, we're just all going to vote for you tonight, because they had just told me they were going to vote for you. And then you called me, and you said, oh, the 3 girls, we're going to vote you tonight. I was like, whoa, no, I'm going to go home with the fake idol. And then, so I was telling you, even on the phone, I was like, Suki, I think it's a really smart play if me, you, and Roshan just vote together. I think that would be good. Obviously, you didn't listen because you thought it was for the jury, which you thought they were going to be loyal to you. But it ended up I had just got to them first, and they were more scared about, mostly Sydney, scared about her position in the game rather than the loyalty towards you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Roshan.
Alright, Sydney. The three pillars of the game of Survivor are outwit, outplay, outlast. So obviously you two made it to the end of the game, so outlast is kind of like a tie between you two. But how can you say that you outwitted and outplayed Jacob, who controlled most of the votes post-merge, and also won 4 individual votes?
Definitely coming into looking at Jacob's and like he did play good, and honestly part of my game, like I know like Karthik Modi can contest to it, a lot of moves Jacob made, we did think about, we did weigh these possibilities of like the big idol again, like I had told him, like my mom had called me with like intuitional, I should have listened to her, she's like, there's something wrong with that idol, like I just tell me, and I was like, okay, like whatever, but you know, like these intuitional moments that a lot of moves, like we recognized it honestly came down to like trust in those visions on those moves, but you know, outplayed, I did win an immunity myself, you know, in a key moment honestly of, you know, Karthik just got voted out, I'm the next vote, I have to persuade Jacob to stay with us to get out Alex.
I won that immunity. You won the
I'm
next
sorry, I
one
meant after. I'm sorry. And then, you know, have to persuade Jacob, showing myself, I'm on the chopping block once again. I need to go up there, get that immunity, which I did, to secure myself to get further in the game. So I did play, I was here to play. But, you know, a lot of my game was honestly like playing into Jacob and honestly manipulating him, persuading him along the way, you know, hitting him like that. And just, because honestly, I think out of this game, one of the key factors that I feel like no one really did, was a strong three. I think, you know, because we're all Survivor fans. We want to go out part of the game. In modern Survivor now, you have to turn on, a lot of people turn on their allies at the end. No one really plays a strong classic game. So I think that was one way of outwitting the rest of you guys of like having a strong three throughout the entire game, because no one else was doing that to my perception, at least, for the way we were.
Jacob, you won 4 immunities, like I just said. I don't know if that's a record, but pretty impressive. You went to 11 tribal councils and voted correctly at 10 of them. No one in the game, even like other than you, even went to 10 tribal councils. So, very impressive game from you. How can you strategically justify turning on essentially everyone on the jury, knowing that we're going to have to write your name down at the end of the game?
So, like I mentioned earlier, I take me choosing to vote you guys out as a compliment more to you guys more than it was a malicious thing at all. I genuinely believe any of you 6 sitting here right now would give me a really, really hard fight. You guys played great games, and beyond that, you guys are just great people. I thought, you know, I just look at like the different aspects of you guys. I'm like, I'm not going to be as likable as Samantha. I'm not going to be as good in the challenges as Karthik. I'm not going to be as charming as Alex. I'm not going to be as always happy and always smiling and doing that as Olivia. I'm not going to be as strategic as Roshan. I can't be as good at getting people together and bringing the group together and, you know, working with other people as Suki, but I knew that I could put it all together and just try to get those people that were better in those aspects before they tried to get me.
Thank you.
Sydney, I know that you had some very strong alliances from the start with Karthik and I think you have some very great people skills. Do you think that if you had started on the Flaming Flamingos, that you would have had as strong alliances as you did starting on Zulu?
I think it was partially of luck to be put on the tribe I was, and be put with you guys genuine and trustworthiness aspects. I think if I was on the Flamingo side, like genuinely, all you guys are players. Y'all out here to game, and like that would have been really tough to be put in that position. I honestly think I could have worked with people, but I think it would have been a different situation. Not having Ryder Dallas. I think we would have been playing together, but also playing to get each other. So I think like that was a perfect luck to be able to go with you guys. But
And Jacob, what was your biggest regret in this game? I know you care about perception. What do you think would be the move that would cause the jury to feel distaste and not vote for you tonight?
You know, in terms of my moves, I'm okay with all my moves. The one thing in this game that I would take back was after Donovan got voted out. That was the only time that I didn't know what was going on in Tribal. Suki had texted me before that something was up, but I didn't know exactly what it was. And afterwards, you know, you 3 were talking over there, and me and Roshan were sitting, and I was like, guys, you just messed up my perfect voting accuracy. And I'm not sure how that came off, and I know it probably didn't come off as the best. It probably came off as egotistical or, you know, just very, very childish. And that's why I wanted to call Sydney and apologize away from the game. And you know, that was the one thing I did. I tried this season as much as I could to not let my emotions get the best of me and just play this stone cold strategic game. But I feel like that was where I messed up. That was where I messed up.
Let's get Donovan on the line.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's driving.
Oh.
Donovan, who do you want to talk to first, Sydney or Jacob?
I'll talk to Sydney first. Why do you think that Jacob does not deserve to win?
Personally, I don't really like to use the word deserve a lot in my life. I think people earn it. I think, you know, we played very different games that I think we both are great contenders to be up here. I think we played in way different games, honestly. But for myself in earning, I really was true to what I wanted to do in the game. I wanted to lock in with a few people. I wanted to have a core alliance. You know, I wanted to play the social scene and the strategic moves, you know, behind the scenes, and really work on that and play and set myself up in a position where I can get to the end and earn the win. No matter how hard it was, no matter how it was, because part of, you know, me wanting to play Survivor was, you know, I come from a family of all boys, and like I have 3 brothers, and you know, they're all really mean, and they're like, there's no way you could win, there's no way we could do it. So I really had to have that self-confidence in myself and that trust in my alliance members. Does that answer your question?
Good answer.
Okay, I guess we get Jacob now.
What's up, Donovan?
What's up, Jacob?
How we doing?
Why do you think that you earned the win over Sydney here?
The reason I feel like I earned the win over Sydney is because I've been giving it 110% in this game since day one. As soon as Azubalu got the first idol clue, I ran out 15 minutes into it. I snagged the idol, and then I instantly started painting the target on Jonah's back about, oh, Jonah did this. Jonah has the idol. Jonah knows where all the idols are. So I had to get Jonah out instantly. Then I get to the swap. I have to turn on my blues and get with the orange so I can position myself in the middle, all the way back till here to where I bluffed Sydney with this fake idol in order to get her to flip on her alliance at the final 5. I've been working non-stop. The amount of nights where I'm like on FaceTime with my girlfriend just staring at the floor, and she's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, I was thinking about Survivor, my bad. Like, I have been giving this game 150%, and that's why I feel like I deserve it.
Good answer.
Thank you.
I don't know what to do now.
It's okay. Here's Hyro.
Alright, Donovan, you will be texting me your vote. And here's your friends, just so you can see them.
Hi, Donovan.
Hey.
We will be doing closing statements.
I actually have to leave in a minute.
Okay. Wanna go vote?
Yeah. I will just say that we made it very tricky here.
Nice. Hopefully today, you know, I really explained the moves behind my game, like the things I was doing behind the scenes with my alliance. You know, I had the most votes out of everyone since I got the most votes at the end, but to still persevere and be able to persuade and work my way through to sit in front of you today. I feel like I played an authentic game to myself. The people I was truest and closest to, I was closest with the whole entire lane. Didn't vote them out. I rode with them to the end. And just because that's who I am generally as a person. I played this game authentically to myself, and you know, sometimes, you know, there were lies, so I unfortunately had to believe out, but that just comes from personal perseverance, and like, I want to win, I want to fight, I want to get in, I'm competitive. First, I don't regret any part of my game. I don't at all. I did lie, I did cheat. Not cheat. I did lie, I did play this game, but ultimately I stayed true to who I am. I stayed true to the people I was closest with about it. I'm just very grateful to be in front of you all. Just thank you for taking the time to listen to hear me out and just understand where I feel.
Okay, so for me, I literally put blood, sweat, and tears into the season, from the challenge where I cut my knee to literally, you know, I had rough times at the start of this game, to be honest. You know, after the Jonah vote, I was thinking, oh, like, you know, what I just told Donovan, but not in a braggadocious sense. Like, I just told everyone that Jonah did this, and I don't want to be creating like personal things like that within the game, but I listened to my roommates and my girlfriend who just told me, this is the game that you love, just play it as hard as you can. I lied throughout, I played hard throughout. I won 4 individual immunity challenge. I broke that record. I tied the record for the most idols found with 2. I had I think 11 or 10 votes cast out of 11 or 12. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but I just played as hard as I could. Like I said, I've been watching this game since I was 10 years old when my stepdad put it on, and I saw Boston Rob throwing a clue to an idol in a volcano, and I was like, that's exactly what I want to be doing. So, you know, it's my senior year. I'm in front of my girlfriend and my 2 roommates who, you know, they've been through my side all the way through my college experience. And if you guys would crown me the winner of our awesome season of Survivor. And by the way, this was an awesome season of Survivor. Hyro keeps saying that our season is boring. I think this season was amazing because of all of the people pre-merge and during the merge that made it so amazing. And if you guys would give me this, I would be forever grateful and indebted to all you. And either way, no matter what, anytime you guys need anything, even just some random advice or anything, feel free to hit me up. We're all friends after this. We're all friends. I saw that, Alvin. I saw that. I'm not gonna lie. But we're all friends, and I love you guys. Oh yeah.
All right, let's get to voting. Just like how we did in the game, no talking will happen. Karthik, you're up.
Let's talk. That was great. A little handshake. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Jacob might have played better, but I kinda hate his ass.
You played the best game out here. I hope the others see that.
I just want to say, I really, really respect Sydney. I really, really love her. We played the same game, but I gotta say, I do regret some of my game.
For the last time in Survivor Season 5 history, I will be counting the votes for the winner. The jury has casted their votes for our Season 5 winner. Let's start. First vote, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yes. Second vote, Jacob.
Yeah.
That's 2 votes, Jacob. Sydney. That's 2 votes, Jacob. 1 vote, Sydney. Sydney. That's 2 votes, Jacob. 2 votes, Sydney. 3 votes left. Jacob. That's 3 votes, Jacob. 2 votes, Sydney. The Season 5 winner, Jacob.
Yeah. Thank you guys all so much, even who didn't vote for me. I love all you guys. Oh my God. Alvin, let's hug it out. It's because you guys were threats. No.
Okay, Jacob. I was like, you watch
Russell He's lit me up whenever. Like, you're the only person I've ever played with, too. Like, what?
I just want to say, I really, really respect Sydney. I really, really love her. We played the same game, but I gotta say, I do regret some of my game playing, and I've gotta respect Jacob for his. So I wouldn't be truthful with myself if I didn't want him to be the winner.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Jacob might have played better, but I kinda hate his ass. So, like I said, I'm making all these decisions off the top of my head, and like, I just don't want to see him win, and also like #women.
My winner.
You played the best game out here. I hope the others see that.